Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We're gonna light it up now. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We're gonna light it up now.
I don't know if you can hear me, but I heard the intro music fantastically, but I cannot hear you. I I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm gonna drop out and it must. Oh, Equus says that they can't hear you. Bree says that she oh,
How about now?
yes.
Okay, I just it was the same microphone, but I switched it from default microphone to selecting the microphone specifically. Pesky technology.
I'm just low key excited that it wasn't me because
I
it's
mean, there's that.
always me. It's always me.
Tech demons. I mean, I've got my levels up, open in another thing because my microphone likes to change its own volume. So I keep an eye on it all the time. So I know it was working, but the software just I don't know. It's an adventure. Okay, let's start over. Hello everyone. Happy Friday. I'm joined by Jess of How to Rule an Asteroid. How are you?
I'm great. I am absolutely wonderful. How are you, Ember?
So right. Well, We're working on it. My ear infection is slowly getting better. I was actually able to go for a walk last night, and it was an adventure of a walk. I found a lost doggo, escorted him back to his home, and then I saw a stray cat who didn't want to be friends, but that's fine. Cats are cats. I didn't meet my stinky friend, but instead I met a deer. He looked kind of young. He'd lost his spots, so I don't know, but whatever. We made friends. I was doing the fairy princess thing, and the deer's
That's
just like, "Oh yeah, fine,
okay.
no problem." Yeah, so it
Did
was
little
pretty neat.
birds land on your tender fingertips as well?
Not recently, but in
No.
fairness, I don't spend a lot of time outside during the day.
I mean, neither do I. We're all secret vampires, right?
It's true. Well, I mean, I actually have medical reason for it, right? Like, um, I do laser, particularly on my face, and the technicians are like, "Stay out of the sunlight. If you
I
have to go
didn't
in the
know that.
sun, use like the maximum SPF you can find, keep it to a minimum, wear hats with big like no sunlight."
That is a new bit of information for me. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I suspect it's that medical over preparedness thing, because I do have
Mm,
brown spots. Like I've got 3 little brown spots right there on my face. I had a person tell me once that they would know that I'm the real me instead of a clone because of those brown spots. Um, those
like
aren't a problem.
freckles?
They're like well, I have freckles too. They're more like moles, but they're not like bumpy like moles are.
Okay,
They're
okay.
birthmarks, I guess? I don't know. I've never gotten a really good answer for what the hell they are.
Hey,
Yeah, it's fun. It's a thing, I suppose. But yeah, we're they worry about, if you have a tan, the darker your skin is, the less well the laser will work and the greater chance it'll burn your skin, because it works on albedo. I mean, it's the same laser they use for tattoo removal. And so you want
oh,
like the palest skin possible versus the darkest ink possible, sort of thing.
right. Interesting.
Yeah. Oh goodness. I wish there were a way. I know I'm always saying live broadcasting, you never know there's always something that's going to go wrong, but you never know what it is. But I wish there were a way I could actually monitor my levels inside the studio to prevent that
Yes.
sort of thing from happening. Unfortunately, this software, we're on Restream for anybody wondering, it isn't that advanced. Like, I can't move the chat. If the chat's showing, that's where it is, period. I can reverse where Jess and I are, but I can't like do custom layouts, and I can't see my own levels. So it's fine. Say la vie.
For my channel, like, I share with Joe, and we use Evma 'cause I don't know the price difference, but it does let you do all of that if you were looking to change or if you weren't. It's just fun to look into stuff like that, I find.
Well, see, because I'm very, very poor, StreamYard obviously way too expensive, but I can't
Mm.
actually afford any of these. But I had to have a protocol that made it easier to do guests, because I'm fine using just OBS for myself, and I'm able to bring Mark in for the debate reviews if there's just one guest. But adding a third guest was making it exponentially more difficult. So I'm like, okay, I need something with guests. And
OBS is frustrating.
yes, this is a relatively cheap option. It's not ideal in a lot of ways, but it makes having guests easier. And I'm like, since I have the damn thing, let's do a show with guests. And speaking of that, we are joined by another of our friendly fam, our demonic divas, Miss Kelly King, the queen of atheist Detroit. I phrase that all kinds of backwards. It's
Yeah,
the
I know. Hey, the sentiment is great though.
yeah.
How's everybody doing
An
today?
atheist Detroit would be fantastic.
It
I'm
Yes.
here
would
for
be.
it.
It would be.
I'm here for it.
I'm feeling I just rearranged my hats, so I'm having trouble finding my thing, but I'm feeling compelled to get my tiara, because
That's mine.
because we've got the Queen of
You
Detroit.
stole
and Jess rules her own asteroid. I'm feeling intimidated.
Yes. So technically, she rules me too. She rules me.
Are
you on an asteroid?
Yes.
No, well, the asteroid rules Detroit. Well, rules. She rules.
No, just a distant asteroid in some unknown galaxy, far, far away.
Okay. I thought you were like the Jetsons.
No, I like to joke that it was my asteroid that brought on the Eocene.
Oh.
Causing mass extinctions. Hell yeah.
Yeah. That was my fault. Sorry, guys.
Well, I know with my name, I was like, it's probably Queen Atheist or Atheist Queen or something like that. But nobody's gonna say Detroit Atheist Queen, so that's that. So that's how I got my name.
Well, I figured it was a play on your existing name, like your Kelly King.
Yeah,
the Atheist Queen.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't help my last name was King. I don't know, family.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, why can't a king be a queen?
Yeah.
True.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or a queen be a king, I suppose. Oh goodness.
Yeah,
I've got my purple hair on, which
queens are badass.
I wanted to go for maximum demonicness, and short of my rainbow hair, which granted it definitely has more pride vibes, but it also kind of comes off somewhat clown-ish, because that's the point, was when I was being substitute tapioca weasel while he was on mandatory vacation. I was like, I need a clown wig, but I don't want to just do a clown wig, I'm like, let's do rainbow hair, but like hair.
I miss you today, Lil. You didn't want to come on? I thought you was the demonic woman like we were. We are.
The more the merrier.
It's true. Yeah, Maya's got to sit this one out. Ryan is
she has to go to the doctor.
The gym. Yeah, and that's one of the things. Like I like to do this show a little bit differently, rather than have like a certain number of people assigned to appear or whatever. It's open to all the cast members from Job and Jugs. Today I've invited Jess because I was like,
it's always great.
I found you again. You had disappeared for a minute, and I guess you were call screening on Takis yesterday or something like that.
I was, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then you reappeared in a chat, and I'm like, there's Jess. Haha. Gotcha now.
It's always great working with Jess, though.
I was editing something for like a week, and I didn't stick my head up for air or watch anybody's streams. I was like editing, and then my video got 18 plus and isn't being shown to anybody, so I spent a week on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
YouTube is amazing.
Because it was cannabis based, so that's why.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I suppose it kind of almost makes sense.
It does make sense. It does make sense, and I should have known that going in. But I was hoping to get some people to look at it. So if you guys want, go check it out. Not like now. After
I definitely will.
Yeah, definitely. Shoot, I don't have my links handy. I keep all my links, as all the world knows at this point. BetterThanEmber.com, creators tab all the way on the right. Jess's link is in there with all the other wonderful creators that I highly recommend under How to Rule an Asteroid. And just in time, we are joined by Lil.
Hey, my new friend.
Hello, it's lovely to meet you.
Hello. How art thou?
She's frozen, or is it just me?
Yeah,
she's
having some lag spikes. It's pesky technology again. To answer Equus, it's Jess's How to Rule an Asteroid in the live chats, which is the same as the channel, which is handy. See, I made a mistake with my branding. My channel shows up as just Ember in live chats, but the channel itself is Better Than Ember, and so nobody can find me. Even if you type in Better Than Ember, you're still going to get ads for coffee mugs. It just YouTube does not.
But you still find you though.
Yeah.
I still find you. I gotta look a little bit, but you pop up though. You're not the first thing I see, but I still find you.
I know. Well, it's so weird. Like our friend Mark Reed, if you search for Mark Reed Atheism, which is his channel name, you'll get links to every other channel before he shows up. Like you'll see our debate reviews on my channel, you'll see his interview with Dr. Dan, you'll see Godless Engineer talking about like everything except his actual channel. You know, it's yeah.
But
But
wouldn't be here without you then, Jess. Yep,
yeah,
exactly.
I think Lil is trying to reset or something like that.
Okay.
But you know, as I was saying, the point of this thing is nothing is mandatory, nobody's prohibited, but nobody's expected either. It's a as you can and if you want to sort of thing. That way it's open, I'm holding space, but there's no obligation so that it can be fun. People are here when they want to be. And I love it.
Hopefully we can pirate Chris' channel on Mondays.
We're going to be talking about that a little bit later.
Yeah.
Ryan has been trying to get us all to have a council behind the scenes because Chris has kind of been eyeballing taking an extra day off, and maybe we'll have like actual Java and Jugs regularly on Mondays, but we have to talk about it and get it sorted out. Yeah. As always, stay tuned for updates. And I realize the next weekday is a Monday, so you may find out when the show goes live Monday morning. But you know, it's keeps things interesting.
And another thing I'm gonna plug, I don't know when it's gonna be released, but Jess and I were in Freedom from Religion. Recovering from religion, and we were on an episode together talking about the Ark Encounter protest.
Yeah.
So,
hell yeah.
So please stay tuned for that as well.
Good time.
Well, it was Kentucky Atheists, Jess and myself.
Yeah.
I have to be specific. It was. Yeah, but yeah. So that'll be great. Let's watch that. So,
yeah, that was a fantastic protest. In fact, I got to.
Yes, you were there. Yes,
before, I got to meet Kelly, but I also got to meet Jess there.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
And your speech was phenomenal.
It was.
I love other people's speeches too, but yours is probably one of my favorites. I'm going to say that honestly.
I think
really felt it inside.
Whoever it was that put the order together did a great job.
Yeah.
Well, I like to think I would have done an okay job wherever I wound up in the lineup, but that was more a matter of necessity because I had to get back to New York to go fight.
I don't care if he was first.
I had to go to traffic court. There was some bullshit I had to go deal with.
You did amazing, Ember, and we were really lucky to have you there. And we really appreciate that you gave us your time and your effort and your spoons.
Yes.
We really appreciated having you there.
Yes. I really enjoyed meeting you and everything.
Yeah.
And now we're able to work.
That was my favorite part. Was meeting people. I mean, I appreciate everybody saying I did a good job speaking. I keep telling you folks, you need to invite me to speak at things. I'm actually kind of good at it, but
yeah, you definitely showed me there.
My own review instead. But I digress. It was meeting the people that that was worth the trip. Fighting Ken Ham, always a noble cause, but I can do that from here. It was the meeting the people that made it worth it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I just came to help Mandisa out, and everybody being so loving, so accepting to me, was really like a wow moment for me.
Well,
and then now I'm able to get interviews with people and talking with people, and people asking me to be on their streams and stuff like that. And kind of really was like, man.
I was talking with Kara at Recovering from Religion, and they are interested in maybe having you, Kelly, on with the other two Kellys as that would Council
be
of Kelly.
The Kelly Con.
I would really love that. Those are two amazing atheists. I love Kelly Laughlin.
Yeah.
I talked to the other Kelly, but not too much.
Yeah. I think that would be amazing if the three of you did
That would be
an
really funny
RFRX.
too. That
Yeah.
would be really funny. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Hopefully everything's working now.
Oh, I can hear you now.
I can hear
Yay,
you.
there's audio.
There you were. Yeah, but the audio is still messed up, but I can hear you though.
I don't know what was going on. I don't have the most reliable internet out here, so I don't know what was going on with that. But hi.
I know the feeling. Whenever I have to have my computer turned sideways so I can get to the HDMI ports because this monitor is broken and I have to keep changing the plugs around so it's sideways so I can get to the plugs. But that means sometimes I kick the cord that connects me. I'm hardwired to my modem, but when I kick the cord, it automatically switches to Wi-Fi and I don't know. And then I start getting dropouts.
Oh geez.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
we've got. Yeah, we have so much stuff hooked up to Wi-Fi that you can randomly get kicked off of it, and I'm just like, no, we can't do that.
Adventures in live broadcasting, but we do have an adventure to go on today.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's, I try to do tangents in the first part of the show. It doesn't render the rest of the show immune to it by any means, but it does seem to help. Maybe question. I don't know, but yeah, we have a video. What the hell is this one? Signs of a Demonic Woman, something like that. It should be interesting. So let's have a look. And as always, for anybody who isn't familiar with the way I do things, if you've got something to say, just make a noise and I'll pause the damn thing, and then you can talk without mixed audio.
Let's begin with a clear warning from Ecclesiastes 7:26, as it says.
Good. We're starting with the book says a thing.
That's a thing.
I love the AI art. Like, what is that here?
What is this?
This woman is floating in midair with what looks like a first century trampoline, I guess, except her foot punched through.
Okay, I was seeing like an upside down like fishing net in like remote areas sort of thing. Okay.
Who knows? Who knows?
I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands are chains. The man who pleases God will escape her, but the sinner will be ensnared by her. The Bible.
So fellas, is it gay to get with a woman?
If you ask Andrew Tate, then yes.
The man who's good with God will escape the clutches of the woman, but the sinner will be ensnared. Well, blessed are the
Nothing
sinners,
fishy
then, I
about her.
suppose. Honestly, I would if I have to be with a man, I would much rather it be a sinner, because those holy people, they're into some weird shit. I tell you what. The Bible doesn't hold back. Oh, goodness. Weirdly, I actually had some chains right next to my desk. They were a photography prop that I came across as I'm gradually working through my room. But I have moved them because I'm preparing for a Halloween show. I'm trying not to overcomplicate the story. Basically, it's a mini convention. It's a goth con, but it's in October. And I'm doing the booth for the Comic-Con that I run up here in New York State. And so I'm like putting together all my spooky stuff for that booth. And so now it's already packed with the other stuff. Alas!
When is this supposed to be?
What is this?
No, when is your spooky thing supposed to be?
Oh, the spooky thing is October 25th off the top of my head.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be in Syracuse. It's produced by an organization called the Reliquary.
Okay.
Yeah. It should be pretty neat. Not to be confused with the other much bigger convention that happens in Syracuse in October called Retro Game Con, which is the largest retro video game convention in the United States right now, or at least
that sounds
last year it was. This
something
year,
that I
I
would be
assume it'll be the
interested
same
in.
side.
Something of my interest.
Hell yeah. It's cool shit.
I was a centipede fanatic.
Yeah, I'm hoping, because they do retro games from like every era, like all the way back Atari and Pong, but they also have like newer old stuff like Nintendo 64 systems. I'm kind of hopeful they'll get Fallon Fox's video game Trans Trail.
Oh
Even
yeah.
though it's a new game that came out this year, it's done in the style of Oregon Trail, and I don't know. I'm silly.
Bible doesn't hold back when it warns about the dangers of an ungodly woman. Many people come to me asking, is this woman right for me? Or how do I know if she'll lead me closer to God or further away? My answer is all.
Wait. This is the same Bible that says women need to be silent? So how is a woman responsible for leading a man closer to God or farther away within the context of the mythology? Like,
I was about to say the same thing. I said, I thought you were the leader and I was the follower.
That's true.
I don't know. Left-handed Jedi says, count the fingers. Oh, the horror. It's true. Oh. Yeah, the AI images are, but you know, I mean, it's an AI script with an AI voice, so what else do you expect, I suppose?
Ways this. Look at the signs. The Word of God gives us clear guidance on what to.
Wait. Should we be looking at the signs within the video? Should we be doing like a meta-analysis of the video itself? Like, will this video lead us closer to God? We should look at the signs. Like, if the prophet has 17 fingers on his left hand, maybe it's actually a demon. I don't know.
Watch out for. As C.S. Lewis once said,
oh, good, C.S. Lewis. The sage and eminent junkie. No, wait,
What
that's
was it?
someone.
Mere Christianity? That was his, I guess, big one after Narnia.
He did a few. Mere Christianity is one of the most famous of his apologetic works, but he he was sort of like the Deepak Chopra of his age. Like, he said shit that in the language of the time sounded really deep, and a lot of people, because now it's like the vocabulary of like a British person kind of thing, so Americans are like, wow, this is an intellectual. But if you look at what he's actually saying, it's really fucking stupid. It's like, oh, one example that often comes to mind, because I did a video specifically about it, is he proposed that we know there must have been a creator because of the chicken and egg problem. Because there's chickens and then there's eggs. Did the chicken come from the egg? Did the egg come from the chicken? Obviously, it's both. Therefore, it's a paradox, and it creates an infinite regress, which must mean, A, there is a God who created them, and B, it's the God I've decided on for arbitrary reasons. I'm like, and this is your best thinker. When, you know, now in the scheme of things, there is a good lesson to be learned from that. Whenever you see an infinite regress in philosophy, it means you're either missing information or you're looking at the problem from the wrong direction. Because now we understand evolution is a thing. And so we can look at what C.S. Lewis thought was an infinite regress from a slightly different angle and see there's a whole bunch of heredity going way back until you reach a point where it's not a chicken laying an egg, it's something else. And there's other things that lay eggs, like fish and frogs. And, you know, so we can actually answer that today. Lewis could have, at his time, if he was capable of actually thinking about things instead of sniffing his own farts and pretending he was a deep thinker. But the point is, infinite regresses don't actually exist. It means you framed the problem incorrectly. And so that's useful intel. But no, he's not really very good at supporting his version of a divine being. So I always chuckle when somebody references him as like a great source of wisdom. I'm like, oh goodness.
Yeah, never been a fan. of that, and I had a lot of friends growing up who were like, C.S. Lewis is awesome. I'm like,
He was a creep.
You know what? I'm gonna rephrase. He is the Jordan Peterson of his age. He is the dumb person's idea of what a smart person sounds like.
That is true, and I agree wholeheartedly.
100%.
Yep.
I can't deny. Yeah, that. Yeah. Right on the mark.
Yep.
Right on the mark there.
Bingo.
But you know, it is a wise decision. Becoming a member, like Secular
thank
Feeling.
you, sir.
Welcome,
Thank
welcome.
you.
Yeah, you get to enjoy and have access to and play with all the fun emojis that we've got there voted on by the members. And when we get enough members, when we add a new emoji, the members get to vote on the new one. There's just a few, but you get a whole bunch. And you know, plus the name badge and all sorts of thing. Yay, enjoy. And thank you for, you know,
I'm
helping
going to
support
follow
the channel,
suit.
because this is how I
Thank you.
how I have food and pay my electric and things. So I very much appreciate any support I can get.
If you love anything more than God, even a good thing, it becomes a destructive thing.
Okay, that's a thing that I've actually run into in the wild before. My very first,
I have been accused of being destructive.
well, okay, my very first serious relationship, I found out much, much later, was bad for a whole lot of reasons. Like, you know, my kids were talking to me as they started to reach their middle and late teens about my first time. And this person was 18 and I was 14, and I was telling the kids the story in a way that like wouldn't be TMI, but they still looked at me horrified, just stone silent, all three of them staring right at me like, what the actual fuck? And so I stopped and I'm like, what? I'm like, I understand this is a weird conversation, but I'm trying very hard to keep you guys from being uncomfortable. And they just look at each other and they're like, you don't even realize you were a victim. And I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Because it hadn't even dawned on me until they pointed it out. So it was
Yep.
a screwed up relationship the whole way through. But we split up because my partner was like, I'm starting to love you more than I love God, and I can't allow that.
Wow.
What the fuck?
That's
I got a
intense.
whole tangent
That's
about
like the
that,
biggest
and I think
bullshit
it's so
here.
many people that don't really know that they're victims, you know. But yeah, they love God more than you. I don't want to sound weird, but I guess it was a blessing in disguise.
Well, I mean, okay,
I don't know. I mean, that's
a
lack
lot
of a
of
better
things. I
word.
grew up really fast.
them to
A
leave.
couple of weeks after we split up, my then ex called me and was like, "Hey, I just I need to tell you. After we split up, I moved to a different city. I needed to get away from the sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and I was with 8 different people in 7 days." Which made me feel fantastic, but whatever.
Yeah. You felt wonderful, didn't you? Yeah.
But they were like, yeah, because of that, I felt like I should go get tested. I came back HIV positive. You should go get tested. And I'm like,
Are you
awesome.
fucking serious?
Yeah. So
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss in front of things.
No, it's fine. I mean, I'm literally a retired US Navy person, so I actually talk like a sailor.
I do too. I just try not to do it professionally.
Yeah. But yeah, the point is, like, I had to learn a whole bunch of adult lessons very, very quickly and deal with all the different crises, like not all the crises. I got some different crises later, but that was a train wreck of a relationship. It was a pretty steep learning curve. Ay, ay, ay. But Kelly, thank you for joining membership also. At the Spark level, you get access to not just the emojis. The emojis, of course, are wonderful and fantastic, but also Sparks get additional perks like early and ad-free access to new videos. They, early premiere kind of thing before it actually goes live, at least 7 days whenever I can manage it. Member live streams at least once a month. That this month's is going to be next week because I postponed the one I was going to do this week because I'm in bad shape from the healing thing. There's other goodies besides. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. I said I might as well join the bandwagon as I posted. So you can say my name at the end too. You can say my name at the end too now.
This reminds us that relationships, when not built on godliness, can easily become idols that destroy us.
Is it possible to build a relationship on godliness? Like if you say to a person, I'm willing to allow you to be in my life, but my imaginary friend comes first. Like, can you even have a healthy relationship under those conditions?
I mean, isn't Christianity the whole abusive boyfriend thing where like, you don't love me, I'm gonna send you to hell and all of this. So I think
I must stone you to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll stay single.
I mean, with
I said
like
I'll
with
stay
me,
single. You good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You good.
Like my last relationship, I basically found out that he had lied to me about, well, I don't know if he particularly lied, but he wasn't completely honest about his religious beliefs. And it's like, once I found that out and I started looking back on it, I'm like, I can so see where this influenced everything in the relationship at some point. And it's like, no, like you can't, it's really, really difficult to build a godly relationship and actually have it be equitable between the two people. Like, it's just, I don't know how you do that.
I think what they're actually getting at isn't so much the God part, but the hierarchy part, because that's what having a godly relationship means, is using the Bible structure of, first of all, one man and one woman, no other options. Never mind Solomon and all the other people who had multiple spouses. No. But also the man comes first in all things, including coming first. And if you want to come first, head on over to adamandeve.com and enter the code Bentley at checkout for 50% off almost any one item.
Ladies, you don't need the men.
I love that. I love that so much.
The whole order. Not my ad. I'm not sponsored. I pirated that from Brentley, but I fucking love that ad. Avasti lovers.
If you're a man, this message can save you from heartache and destruction. If you're a woman and you find yourself matching these traits, don't get mad. Let it be a wake-up call.
Wow. What if the man was, never mind. I digress. I'm
better women. You're oh goodness.
I'm gonna stay in my place. I'm
calling you out. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
The man has no flaws. Only the women can.
I mean, we're made perfectly in God's image, right? So
not us. Only men are.
Oh, right. Because God had to do a transgender surgery on the perfect man's rib to make the perfect helper for him.
Mm-hmm. So every woman is a transgender, huh?
Well, it depends on your perspective. If you go by the executive order, then all men are transgender, but details.
Oh, yeah.
That is something that I definitely believed when I was a young Earth creationist. I was told and believed that women were different because of the amount of ribs.
I wasn't even raised in a religious context. The people around me were religious, but I wasn't like I went to a regular public school where it wasn't taught and all that. And they still taught that males had more ribs than females, or no, the other way around. Females had more ribs than male. One of those. And I'm like, I don't think that's true. And they're like, no, count. And I tried, every time I tried to count, they yelled at me for, touching other students inappropriately or something.
How you know to do the science experiment?
I was literally taught that in my 9th grade biology class.
Really?
Yeah, it was because
I went to a private school. So.
I went to Catholic, so yeah, I know. Wait.
I went to a young earth creationist school, so I just thought I was totally messed up here.
Not
Okay.
as much as you might think.
I'd rather
Sadly.
be made from a rib than from dirt. Maybe.
Well, there is that.
Some dirt. Dirt. At least I'm made from
Although-
actual body part.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the Sagan version of the creation myth that we're all star dust.
Stardust.
Because we are, right? Like
Mhm.
every atom that makes up your body was cooked up in the heart of a star that then blew up. It's I don't know. It's so cool to me. We used to be radioactive. We cooled off. But some of us are still pretty hot. Haha.
Oh, you need to clip that. Clip that.
We all are.
You know.
That
I
was
mean-
good.
Oh, well, that's why I call the show Hot Topic, right? Because we're
Mhm.
hot, and then there's a topic. Sometimes the topic is controversial, but whatever.
How? What way?
Use that conviction to repent, to change, and to become the woman God has called you to be. Today we're going
But if God made us perfect, why do we need to change? What the deuce? What the devil? My goodness.
We should be born to know what we should do to be perfect. We shouldn't be told it. We should already automatically know we should how to be perfect, according to God.
I know. Did God fuck up? I mean, apparently, God fucked up a lot. Left-handed Jedi says,
Don't say that.
likely the atoms in your
No.
right hand come from a different star than your left.
Don't
It's a
say
whole
that.
bunch of blown up stars.
That is cool.
Don't
Yeah.
say he fucked up. Please don't say that. No, he surely did not.
That's why he regrets so many things. But that's a whole other video.
to break down 11 signs of an ungodly woman. Traits that can lead you down a path of
Did he just say 11 signs? Because earlier he said 7. I really don't think AIs know how to count.
A mysterious number of signs.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
pain.
I'm surprised they
These are
didn't go
not
with
my opinion.
13.
What's that?
I'm surprised they didn't go with 13.
Sure, you know. Oh goodness. I'm gonna need a bigger software because it would be cool to have 13 ladies on at the same time. We could have like a proper coven, but this room only holds 10.
Oh, that would be really cool, man.
Yeah.
Who uses that?
Mm-hmm.
Who has 13? A lot 13.
I mean, we could get like a higher level package or something. Like I'm sure this would allow more people if I paid more. I know StreamYard has a higher level package that allows more than 10. Or I could just cheat and we could use multiple rooms and then put them all together in OBS.
That's what I'm thinking. 2 people can they add? Like I have a stream, and somebody has a stream. We add them together. Could that work as well?
Yeah, there's workarounds.
Yeah.
It could be done, probably.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
I don't-
remember on one of Maya's stream a few months ago when all that stuff was going on. There was like 11 or 12 people on that stream at one point.
Yeah, because I'm like, you shouldn't have to
yeah,
pay
like the
extra to
one
just only want to use it a
celebration
couple of
or-
times. You know, that's crazy.
Yeah,
you know?
Maya's had a couple of parties. I've been to some of them, but some of them did hit the room limit, as I recall.
That would be
Oh,
cool.
yeah. But I'm not sure what that room limit is. It's fine. It's not that important.
Yeah.
Eventually, though, I do want to do a show with 13 people because it'd be fucking cool.
Yeah.
Opinions. This comes straight from the Bible. Let's take this seriously and allow God's word to guide us. Sign number 1. She's an attention seeker and hates modesty.
Well, I gotta put a finger down for that one. Because, like, okay, I'm not like an egotistical, narcissistic attention seeker, but I am an on-camera person who likes it when people come watch what I'm producing. So there's that. And I definitely have a big problem with modesty culture. In fact, that's next Friday's show. We're gonna Feminist Friday
Another
is
show I
gonna
need to
be about
on.
mandatory modesty because Alan
Yes.
Parr is gonna stop by and tell us how we have to be more modest to be good women. What could possibly go wrong? It'll be fun. So make sure you
Nothing at
Does
all.
that mean I have to give up leggings? I don't know if I could worship a god that makes me give up leggings.
I don't want to spoil it, but that may be the first thing he talks about.
No.
Oh, Lord. Oh, hold on.
He is big mad about yoga pants.
Okay, but like
That's mostly
my
my whole
current
outfit.
leggings have vintage controllers like for game systems on them. I'm not giving them up.
Ooh.
They're not going anywhere. I love them.
Hell yeah. I'm actually one of the things I'm looking forward to for the fall is that I'll get to actually use some of my leggings. Because, like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love dresses, especially when they have pockets or skirts that go spinny and whatnot. But, like, I also like to be warm.
Yes.
So it seems like a natural solution to me, but not in the middle of the summer. I'll just melt. I don't like overheating either, especially with the medicines I'm on. I'm having not so much an oscillation of I'm too hot, too cold, too hot, too cold, although that does happen. But it's mostly like I'm fine and then sudden overwhelming hot flash. And then I'm fine and I'm like, oh fucking hell. Adventures in endocrinology or something like that. My goodness. But yeah, we're here 11 to 1 Eastern time, Monday through Friday. Make sure you're subscribed. Join us for all the extra, because oh my goodness, there's a lot of extra. I suppose since we're on the subject, we're roughly halfway through the show, so I may as well mention it now. We've got I'm pulling up the schedule now so I don't screw it up. Let's see. Of course, there's weekend stuff, but as far as this show, Hot Topic, Monday through Friday, the end of healthcare on Monday, Forbidden Adult Fun Time on Tuesday, is the Bible reliable? The Reliable Bible on Wednesday. Thursday will be intersex stuff, and then for Feminist Friday, we're doing mandatory modesty. So I hope you join us for those. They ought to be both interesting and fun and diverse and etc. And
you'll never know who's going to be on. Because we might have a special guest. I said, you never know who's going to be on. We might have a special guest. It's like yesterday.
It's true. It's true. Because so, as I've mentioned many times, the whole cast of Java and Jugs is willing to drop in whenever the hell they feel like. But I keep looking to expand the cast, the people who have the option to drop in if they want to. Again, no obligation. I want people who want to be here because it's something they want to talk about. But it's like people whose judgment I trust. Like, they're not going to go off on a rampage that'll get the channel demonetized. They're not going to completely derail the stream with irrelevant nonsense. But who will have opinions that are very different from mine from time to time. So there's a method to my madness. But I'm always on the lookout for more people I can bring into that group to maximize diversity, as well as, and I don't mean diversity in the DEI sense. I mean diversity of perspectives, lived experience, as well as outlooks, that sort of thing. Yes, slick, skirt go spinny. Whee! Oh, it's so great. It's like the best thing ever.
Proverbs 7:10 says, "Then out came a woman to meet him, dressed like a prostitute and with crafty intent."
So we're asserting intent, but also I stopped it because of dressed like a prostitute. Is there like a badge that says "Ask me about my all-night discount" or something? Like, how do you know?
Ask me about my crafty intent.
Yes. We're having a special.
I have crafty intent, only my crafty intent is usually miniature based. For the building of the tiny things.
That's true. You build tiny things as well.
I do.
Like asteroids.
Like asteroids. And I want to track down Deviant Outcast actually, because she also does miniatures and I want to team up.
Oh, I just had her on Monday. We were talking about dark Egyptian goddesses and things, and it was
Oh
pretty neat.
yeah, she was
I did
amazing.
not know that she did miniatures, though. I don't think that's ever.
Yeah. I will get her and we'll do the miniature stream. So I'm derailing now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, that's not what I meant
You
when I
will be
talked.
on again.
Like, people come here for the tangents. It's
Okay.
expected.
Okay.
We literally have an emoji for it, you know? Like, there it is. In fairness, Mark had one first, but people are like, Ember, you really need one. And like I said, the members get to vote on the emojis, so that became the most recently selected emoji.
For left-handed Jedi, did she say Lovecraftian? I didn't, but this little thing right here is my certificate of insanity from Lovecraft's universe. So I just wanted to share that.
Hold on, let me bigify so we can see.
Oh, it's horrible. It's so blurry because I'm using my laptop cam, but yeah. It's a certificate of insanity from the Arkham Asylum for the Insane.
Awesome. We love that. I need to get some of my. Okay, I can't put certificates on my curtain because it's an actual physical curtain, but I would love to, have weird things on the back of the void here.
I just have mermaid shit all over the place.
Yeah.
The first sign of an ungodly woman is her rejection of modesty. Proverbs 7 describes a woman dressed with the intent to allure and seduce. But this
is a lack of modesty an intent to allure and seduce? Because, I mean, me personally, I'd give zero fucks about modesty. If I'm wearing something that qualifies as modest, it's accidental because it's not even a priority. Is it cute? Do I like it? Does it have pockets? These are things that, like this thing, probably modest. You know what? I'll bigify me because apparently I'm a narcissistic attention whore by being a Jezebel or something.
You
But,
are
like,
Jezebel.
covers
Oh,
much
look
of
at
my
you,
visible
sinful.
skin.
You sinful wretch. Oh,
Oh,
stand up.
I didn't
You
even
stand. Let me see
I
your
love that.
outfit.
Fit check.
You look amazing.
Fit check.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
really do.
because then I go out of the camera and
Ah,
I love your. Oh man, that
that's
is amazing.
fantastic. Love it.
You look amazing.
Dressed to impress
I
You
wanted
look
to
like
be dramatic.
you look like a
That
real whore
was what I
there.
was aiming for this stream, So it didn't even.
I want that one too.
Yeah, I'm like you don't need to be immodest to be devilish, I suppose. But yeah, so I don't weigh modesty or immodesty, but my goal, I assure you, is never to seduce. That's not even on my radar.
I like looking in the mirror and be like, "Damn, bitch, you look good." I don't care if anybody else feels that way, but that's the goal that I'm going for.
It's really nice. Like, okay, and I don't really dress to like I feel good about what I look like. Like it's more comfort. But if I put on something that's terrifically unflattering, it makes me feel bad, and then I change, so I stop feeling bad. I'm like, oh no, Ember, you look horrible. Don't go out in that.
Yeah.
is about far more than clothing. It reveals the condition of her heart. An ungodly woman craves attention and validation from the world instead of finding her worth in God. We live in a time where immodesty.
How do you find worth in an invisible friend?
In your heart.
Like, it's a false dichotomy, right? It's like
Yeah.
either you get validation from the world or you get validation from a fictional being, an invisible carpenter ghost who wants to live inside you. The fuck? No, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nice to hear from other people that I look nice. It's a really nice thing. It's better than the alternative. But that's not where I get my sense of self-worth from. It's from me doing things like, cleaning a section of my room, or after this show, as many of you know, this monitor that I'm using right now is broken as all fuck. There's like one little corner where I have clear pixels, and then like a quarter of the screen over here, and the rest is just fucked. So I'm replacing this monitor with one of my old photography monitors. It's lower resolution, but the damn thing works. So I'm going to do a thing after this show, and then I will have done a thing, and then I'll feel good about having done a thing. You know, that's where my sense of self-worth comes from.
Modesty is celebrated. Social media has amplified this problem, encouraging women to showcase their bodies for likes and comments. Pictures that reveal far.
It does not matter the gender.
Oh, holy shit. Oh, shit. Damn it. When I was doing the Brentley ad, it took down my thing. BetterThanEmber.com has all my links, not just the other channels I'm on, but my TikTok, my Instagram, which I don't post on nearly as often as I should if I were being a properly demonic woman doing shit for likes and whatnot. But if you want to send me likes for when I do post selfies and feel vaguely cute, you can follow my Instagram. Apparently that's why that's there.
Too much have become common, even among those who claim to follow Christ. But what does this say about our priorities? The Bible instructs women to dress modestly, with humility and respect for themselves and others. In 1 Timothy 2:9, Paul writes, "I also want the women to dress modestly."
Oh, well, if Paul says it, Paul, the notorious, completely ace person, but whatever. Why do you care what Paul says?
Oh, he's
He
the
had a
authority
daydream
on
once,
everything.
But also, what is modestly? Like, he says, oh, dress modestly. Like, we have a modern cultural sense of what modesty means. But what did Paul mean when he said that? Like, does he ever describe what it is to be modest in his conception of things? But also remember, this is the guy who said, ignore all the laws and just pay lip service to Jesus and you're good, right? So here he is handing out more laws. The guy who says you don't need to follow any laws. The fuck? What are we doing?
With decency and propriety, adorning themselves not with elaborate hairstyles or gold or pearls or expensive clothes, but with good deeds.
Ryan says from the side chat, please stop letting them tell you Paul wrote Timothy. I mean, we know half of the things that are attributed to Paul are forgeries, but I don't know which half. I don't really much care because I don't care what Paul had to say or pretend Paul had to say. But, for the sake of accuracy, we do try to be accurate. Let's Google who wrote Timothy in the Bible. Let's see. The Bible says it was Paul. However, scholars dispute this, noting differences in style and vocabulary from Paul's letters. Leading theories are that the letters were written by someone else, possibly by someone using Paul's name or by a compiler of his teachings. Okay, so yeah, it may be more helpful to look up which of Paul's writings are authentic. Like, which ones did he actually probably write? Yeah, let's just share the tab so we can see. Just the AI overview, but whatever, for quick conversational purposes, it'll work. 7 of his writings are generally considered authentic. Romans, 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians if you're in the US, Galatians, Philippians, 1 Thessalonians, and Philemon. And the rest are known as Deutero-Pauline. I like pseudo-Paul, but, maybe that's a little too Latin. But yeah, half of them are fake. Love it. And there's even a warning in the book itself saying, hey, watch out for forgeries, people using my name.
Yeah, exactly. I just wanted to say I love you, ladies, and I will see you later. I have to go pick up my grandson.
Aha.
So,
It was nice to
Well,
see
thank
you.
you for dropping by.
Thanks for
and
stopping
we'll see
by.
you another time. Yay, doodles.
all right, see you soon. Bye.
And that's another thing that I like to think makes the show a little bit different is people can pop in and out as they can. They don't have to commit to the whole show if stuff's going on. And I don't know. I like
Dr.
that.
Ben's in here.
Yay!
Hey,
Hey, Dr. Ben.
Yay! I'm waving as I hit the thing that brings the comment up, which hides the camera. Good job, Ember. Wave while hiding the camera. Super. We're professionals up in here.
I don't know about you. I'm just a sidekick.
Oh, goodness. Ay, ay, ay.
Appropriate for women who profess to worship God. C.S. Lewis captures this truth well.
First, we're doing a forged letter from Paul, and now C.S. Lewis, because the Bible has thoughts. So let's look at C.S. Lewis instead. Oh, brilliant.
True humility is not thinking less of yourself. It is thinking of yourself less. A woman's beauty is not meant to be a tool to capture attention or manipulate others. Godly beauty flows from the inside, a heart that...
Doesn't God specifically make certain women beautiful for the purpose of catching attention of certain people or something? You know what? It's not important. It's probably fine. These
thing is,
contradictory ideas, they all prove God. That's it. Yes.
my thing is, if you ugly, nobody really approaches you, or people don't think you're attractive. So that's oxymoron to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, honestly, maybe this sort of thing should be more about why are men especially, but other people generally, so superficial that they only pay attention to beautiful people. And a lot of people have noticed. I had a partner once. She had a bunch of kids, and because she had many kids, she had very large Java jugs, shall we say, and she firmly believed that if she ever decided to start a YouTube channel, she'd have 1 million subscribers within a year, just because of the size of her chest. And I'm like, I don't think that's really how it works. There's probably more impact of that than most people would like to believe, but I don't know that it's necessarily that severe. Like maybe on other websites, that's the point, but I don't know.
Is what is considered a lot of kids?
In her case, she'd given birth to 3 and then adopted 3 more, so she had 6.
Oh, so then I would be considered in that category then. I have 5 birth kids. So, okay.
Yeah. I wanted to have a large family. Now, okay, in fairness, my grandmother, whom I considered to have a large family, she only had 5 kids, but they got married. 4 of them were married when I was little, but 1 had been married in the past, and they all had children. Most of them had multiple children. So with 3 generations gathered, a 4th one starting, because I was like my mother was the youngest of that group, so I was among the youngest of the cousins. So it was kind of a large family, and I was like, I want to have a large family, so I was like, I'm gonna have 12 kids.
Yeah, that was like my granny, my father's mom. She had 5 kids, and then her oldest 3 had like 8 kids apiece. My dad and his younger sister didn't have that many, but they both had 3 apiece. But yeah, so it's like 25 first cousins that are around, 15 of them are like my age, like in my same age range. But yeah, because I was like the middle one of the middle cousins. But yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. At least when you're little, it's pretty neat to have lots of cousins and aunts and uncles and things. As you get older and everybody starts to develop their own personalities and politics starts to become a thing you're aware of, it gets less nifty. But when you're really little, it's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I since have come to the conclusion that 12 is probably too much. Honestly, 4 is really hard. But 3 of them are adults now, so it's easier.
That means you would have to start over again if you. No, I'm done.
Well,
I can never start
okay,
over
so
again.
planning is also part of it. Like my oldest, we had when I was still very young because I had done math about it. I was like, if we start having children while we're really young, we're going to get grandchildren while we're still young enough to chase the grandchildren around. And we have the best odds of getting great grandchildren or even great grandchildren while we're still around. So it made sense. But that's not how anything actually works. Don't do that. You're
Because you realize your
going to
kids
have
don't
a
want to
much
have kids
better
now.
time if you wait till you're financially stable. As a person who's tested it for science, let me tell you, that is a bad idea. But, live your life kind of thing.
I do
Just
have 2 grandchildren, but a lot of my kids don't want to have children, or they don't want to rush into it.
Yeah,
So,
same.
yeah.
Yeah, my daughter doesn't wanna have children. She's
Yeah.
10, and she's already made that decision that she doesn't wanna have kids.
Yeah,
It's hard.
Yeah.
my oldest loves kids but doesn't want to have kids. They may adopt at some point later when things are financially stable
Yeah.
and they feel like they can, but they're not in any rush to do it. They just want to do it at some point, but not biologically. My son has no interest whatsoever, and my youngest actively hates children, like little children especially, like not a fan. And of course, the new one is too little to know.
Yeah, I've also
Goodness.
been a foster mother for a few times as well. And that's really hard because some of those kids are so damaged and everything, and all they need is some love and but I've done that as well. So I've been a mother of many. And I don't think
Yeah.
I want to do it again. If I came back, if my youngest was my first, that would be the only one because they're a headache. I love them. I love you if you watch this, but you get on my nerves.
I just wanna also say hi to the folks in chat because I'm
Yes.
seeing a lot of my name and hello.
Yes, your name is being mentioned a lot.
Hell
Yes.
yeah. It's always so great to
You're
so
loved.
many of our favorite folks from
Yeah.
other shows and from past shows here. Yeah, I'm so chaotic minded. Some days I say hello to everybody, and some days I'm just like, hello chat and hello future people, Oh goodness. But yeah, I see L, I see John, I see NA, and of course Maya, who is up to something today. A lot of people are up to something.
Yeah.
Aunt Jur.
I
Of
helped
course,
my wife have 2 kids, then I got cut.
yeah. Sapphire Light says, I'm not above fishing for hearts on Discord sometimes when I'm feeling cute and need a pick-me-up. Yeah, absolutely. There's days where just a little bit of external validation that you actually do look good. It helps. It can help. I'm okay. It never hurts. It is never a bad time to say you look great today, But there's some days when it helps you get through the damn day, Oh, goodness.
That reflects Christ. True beauty comes from a spirit of humility, kindness, and purity. Now, this doesn't mean women should feel ashamed of their God-given beauty. Instead,
That's an interesting point. If
Where's
God
the
made you
line?
hot, who are you to hide it?
Right? But
Thwarting
does
the divine will.
does God have a hotness meter? Is that how this works?
Maybe. I mean, hell has a hotness meter.
Yeah.
We're gonna take this thermostat and see how high it goes. Is that why dads are so overprotective of thermostats? They're like,
In hell, they'll make it just cold enough that you'll need a sweater, but there will be no sweater.
I keep
It's so
thinking of
important.
like
That's the kind of hell
Dante's
for me.
version, where like most levels are just blah, but like the 7th level is completely frozen. Like you don't think of iciness in hell, but
No.
living in the northern part of the world, iciness can suck a lot. I don't know. We have an easier time surviving cold than heat because we can add more layers, we can make fire, we can do things like that. But on the flip side, it's a lot more unpleasant. You know, like on a hot day, you can lounge and you can vibe. But on a cold day, you're just fucking miserable all the time. Until someone gets you the damn pumpkin spice latte or something. Oh, goodness.
The basic bitch drink.
Well, I mean,
I am
it
a basic
works.
bitch.
I am
Well,
a
like,
basic bitch. Yes, I love pumpkin spice. Yes.
pumpkin is so fucking awesome.
So don't think it's only
No,
white people.
well, I mean, pumpkin's good no matter what, but it's not even pumpkin, right? It's like
It's just the
cinnamon and
spices,
nutmeg
yeah.
and shit like that. But
Yeah,
I mean,
the
it's still
spices.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the spices you put in a pumpkin pie that make it pumpkin pie. That's why
Yeah.
it's pumpkin spice, even though there's no pumpkin in the spice. It's
I
the
Yeah.
same
like
spices as the pie.
Starbucks has pumpkin cream cold foam, which is not like pumpkin spice, but it is more
Oh,
like creaminess that you're looking for, and I like it.
Hmm.
I like it a lot.
I don't know if they have it out yet, but I know Culver's has like a pumpkin milkshake. It's actually made out of pumpkin. It's really good. But it's pumpkin spice in it too, but it's really good though. But
Okay,
it's made out
Kelly,
of
I'm coming to Detroit because we don't have Culver's here, and that sounds amazing. So
Culver's it's not nearby, maybe like 30 minutes away, but yeah,
okay.
it's really good. Yeah.
I've never been to a Culver's before.
Yeah. Chicago has a lot of them though. That's where
Okay.
a lot of them are. But yeah, we have one maybe 30 minutes out, I believe. Don't put pumpkin anything in my coffee.
I was like, hell no. I mean,
Well,
everybody has their different tastes, I suppose. You're allowed. What is it? My housemate says you're entitled to your wrong opinion.
And what are you sipping on? Yes, Butterburgers are so delicious, Brie.
I am drinking iced tea.
Okay.
I feel like a foreigner. I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, I've traveled the whole damn country. I don't know what Butterburgers is.
Oh, they're
I've
so
seen
good.
I
Culver's,
don't know
but
what
it's
that
like
is.
streets and things, like not a cafe. I
Yes,
don't
they are
I
so
don't
good.
understand.
Now I might have to leave early to go to Culver's.
Oh no. Kelly, I'll be there in an hour.
Yeah, they are so good though. But yeah,
Oh,
you would
we
like.
should have a coffee con. No, nobody will come to the freaking Comic Con, but let's have a coffee con and people will be crossing borders and shit. Yeah.
True. True.
Yeah.
Modesty shows reverence for God and respect for oneself. It protects not only the woman, but also the hearts of others around her. Men.
Ah, there it is.
Thanks a lot, Maya.
It's our divine duty to protect the hearts of others around us. We can't allow these poor, hapless men to become smitten by us just by passing in their general vicinity. They're so weak-willed. We have to have a care for their hearts.
Ember, do you know what an alpha widow is?
I don't know what that is myself.
I was called that on a dating app once, and I had to Google it.
Yeah.
And it is one of those Andrew Tate sort of things where
Oh,
they're saying, like, it's your fault that men are and you are like the killer of the I don't know that much about Andrew Tate, but whatever their like ideal woman is, it's like the opposite of that and like a Jezebel, temptress sort of thing.
Okay. I'm down with that. I mean, frankly, if Christy Burke hadn't already taken it, I would definitely take the Jezebel vibes thing. I'm like, fuck yes, let's do it. Which is weird because I'm ace, right? Like technically I'm gray, which is
Yeah.
like I
So
do
it sounds like
experience
me.
attraction, but it's like it's rare and it requires a strong emotional connection and all this sorts of stuff. But like I'm not running around going like, I'm just gonna go bang everyone. I don't have a problem with that emotionally, intellectually, logically. I'm just not drawn that way, So the whole tempter thing, I don't know. I definitely understand the dominatrix flavor of person who just likes to toy with men. Like that could be fun as like a hobby.
Yes, and if you like doing
But
those things, nothing wrong with you.
yeah,
Have fun.
Have fun.
No
alpha
judgment
whale.
here.
Oh goodness. Oh yeah. And Drew says, "What I wear protects me from you." Sounds more like a you problem.
Couldn't
Yeah.
say it better myself.
Isn't it the whole
Here's
like
the
you
warning.
should pluck out your own eyes than to look at a so which is it? Is it your problem and you gotta pluck out your eyes, or is it the woman who
Oh, it
is
sounds
being
so
a
good.
temptress?
Well, we're gonna get into that a little bit more next week because Alan Parr has thoughts on
Ah.
that too. I haven't watched the whole video. I only watched like the first half to see if it was something that would be useful for us. But yeah, it's interesting how Jesus himself
Yeah.
says, if your eye causes you to sin, better to pluck out your eye than suffer the consequences of sinning. But Paul is like, no, it's your fault for making the man sin. The fuck? Maya says, Ember, are you sapiosexual? I have been called worse. My attraction is multidimensional. I used to be exclusively sapiosexual. If a person had a big brain, I'd just, but I've been with enough people who are both brilliant and cruel that there's more dimensions now. Like having a big brain alone isn't enough. It opens a door, but it's not enough. I have to see that a person is caring and kind, compassionate, and gives a fuck about me specifically for there to be any kind of spark. But I mean, that's a facet of my attraction is the big brain thing.
Okay, I was about to ask what is that, but you kind of gave an explanation.
Oh, yeah. For anybody who doesn't know, a sapiosexual is attraction to intelligence. Like, sometimes there's genital preferences involved, and the intelligence is just the primary factor, but sometimes it's so overpowering that you're effectively pansexual because you give no fucks about what's in a person's pants. It's just what's in their skull. And it isn't necessarily exclusively being, like, brilliant level intelligence, but just like intelligent, like a person who knows enough poetry to quote, some Lord Byron or Tennyson for any occasion. They may not know anything about biochemistry, but they still have intelligence, So there's a range. Drew says, I'm definitely sapiosexual. Talk nerdy to me. That's actually on my dating profile. Like, the last one that I still have that I never go to anymore.
Me and Kelly not knowing what the fuck going on. Sepia, what? I know, John. I know. We lost.
Oh goodness. Adrian's here. Hello, Adrian. Not Jov and Jugs, but many of the same cast. Jov and Jugs is sort of like a communist version of a woman's show. It's all of us secular women with the ability to rebroadcast on all of our channels if we want to, sort of thing. It does have its own channel for like keeping all the episodes in one place kind of thing. But the whole point of Java and Jugs is the distribution facet of it. Since I can't do that with my software, we're just on my channel. And so this one is Hot Topic, but the ladies from Java and Jugs may pop in when they feel like, if they feel like, that sort of thing.
Stay tuned though, because we might take over one day of Damn, and that will be a Java and Jugs episode. But that's still in the works. But yeah.
Yep.
So
Keep
stay
a
tuned for
weather
that.
eye for updates and future piracy and things. Oh, I beat up my poor curtain. Now it's all wrinkly. The void has wrinkles. Curses. Oh, yeah. Well, NA makes an interesting point. The way our cameras are set up, I mean, you could technically call this a jug of sorts. It's more of a bottle, but you could call it a jug. But like the way our cameras are set up is like we're all just, the person part of our personages. Like nobody's showing off their chests. Not that you could really see mine in this outfit because it's black and I'm on a black background, but still. Say lovey. Oh goodness. But yeah, Adrian, this show is when we do Java and Jugs, it tends to be the same time slot as the Damn show. This show is specifically to not overlap with the Damn show, which is why it runs 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday. So yeah, it's sort of like an after show in a even more damned show, because I mean, what's more accursed than a bunch of women? Something like that.
True.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, I pressed the wrong damn button again. Sapphire Light says wrinkly voids is how you get demonic invasions. That explains a lot, actually.
For you. A woman who constantly seeks attention by dressing or acting immodestly may not have the right priorities. If she craves the approval of the world now, it will only create conflict and heartache later. To the women listening, if you feel convicted, don't run from it. God's grace is sufficient to transform any heart. Your worth is not found in attention, but in being a daughter of the King. When you live to honor him, your beauty will radiate in ways that clothing or appearance never could.
I mean, I agree that our beauty radiates regardless of clothing and appearance, but you can have, clothing that helps, that's more flattering, such like that. But if we're all going to be daughters of the King, then I need to get my crown back out. It's fine. It's fine. Equus says your wonderfully toned arms. I appreciate the sentiment, but it's.
If you want toned arms, Ryan is the one you need to be talking to. Ryan's arms are beautiful. I'm like, man.
I'm like, oh goodness.
Perfect arms. I was really feeling like, damn, Ryan, you got some nice arms.
I've been losing weight for a little over a year. It's pluses and minuses because I keep getting freaking sick and it keeps derailing me. But I've lost around, let's see, right now we're at about 140 pounds from where I started. And I have a lot of extra skin because I am much smaller than I used to be. And so, like, nothing about me feels toned,
Yeah, I've lost like 60
everywhere.
pounds. So I have wings. I don't have arms anymore. I have wings.
Same.
And I can't fly anymore. I don't even want to show everybody, but I have a lot of flap from me losing weight. So that's that.
I lost over 100 pounds as well. And I have a lot.
Congratulations.
Yeah. If anyone ever has questions, I had bariatric surgery. Specifically the Roux-en-Y surgery. So I lost a lot of weight.
I've gained a couple pounds recently. I don't know what's going on, but I need to probably change my diet again. But yeah.
That's an important thing. Like, diet is a huge part of health generally, but also weight loss. But you can't just make one change and then ride it. Like, as your body goes, it'll go through plateaus. So it's different for everybody, but everybody's going to go through plateaus as your body adjusts to your new input versus output. You have to adjust your output also. But it's wild. Like, I've hit points where I have to increase my caloric intake in order to continue losing weight. it's wild. Bodies don't make a lot of sense. They just you got to keep pushing buttons and tuning knobs and things to keep making it do what you want it to do.
Oh, so you got your grandchild, huh, Lil? I think his mom gave him 10 cups of coffee.
Oh, yeah, Lil has a child. The child has invaded. Now that's where you get actual demons from, by the by.
How old is your grandchild?
Yeah.
My
I
have a 7 and a 5-year-old.
Don't worry. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh. Let's see. I'm debating whether to wait on an answer about the grandchild because, like, first of all, we're on like a 22-second delay from the time I'm saying this. It's going to be 22 seconds before you all hear it, and then there's the delay for the response actually showing up back, and it just. So it's fun. It's fun. Yeah. Aunt Jer says, yeah, my weight loss keeps getting derailed. A mysterious proximal large muscle group weakness, then arthritis in my back. I'm fucking trying, man. I get that. I mean, my ear infection, that knocked me right out because I'd been trying to walk every day. And it's not just for weight loss. It's also like recovery from the various surgeries I've had this year, following the attack in January. It's been rough, folks. Trying to get any mobility has been a struggle. And so I keep trying to walk, but the ear infection was so bad. I'm like, I can't leave the house. And so I started gaining weight again because you can only reduce your diet so much, you know? So I'm trying to recover from the ear infection. So finally, I was able to go for a walk last night. Like I mentioned at the start of the show, I managed to get 6 kilometers in. I didn't want to overdo it, but I also was like, yeah, let's keep going. So I got 6 kilometers in, and I ate the same as I ate all the rest of this week. And I gained 3 pounds. I didn't even eat 3 pounds worth of food yesterday, and I gained 3 pounds overnight. Bodies make no sense, folks.
I mean, it might be water weight too. A lot of times that'd be an excuse for that. I need to get another gym membership. I can't even get a gym. I work too much. Then we have a little gym at our job, but I just be so leery going in there because there'd be a whole bunch of guys in there. So I just look past it and just walk. I just walk during my lunch break because I feel weird going in there around a whole bunch of guys to work out.
Yeah, gyms make me feel weird too, and it's especially hard when you're a member of a certain minority that happens to be the center of a political firestorm, because if you go into a mixed group gym, you're gonna get hate and bullshit. If you go into, say, a women's only gym, you're gonna get hate and bullshit of a slightly different flavor. It's unpleasant. I do like walking out in the real world, as scary as that is. It's nice to see the stars and feel the breeze and so on and so forth. But I did get a treadmill. As poor as I am, I found like an $80 treadmill, and I'm like, now I'll be able to walk when the weather's shitty, because we're not far. Autumn in the northeastern part of the US is like rain every day, all day kind of stuff. 40 days of rain. We need to build arcs and shit. And then winter happens, and that's 6 months of you can't go outside because the air tries to kill you, So I'm like, yeah, let's get a treadmill, and that way on days when I just can't leave the house, I'll still be able to exercise some, hopefully. So we'll see how that does.
And I will say this. There's been a few times that I went in the bathroom and it was a trans woman. I said hi, they said hi, and they went in my stall, they went in their stall, and we went out. Yeah. No problems at all. No problems at all.
Am I supposed to be saying hello in the bathroom because I don't say hello in the bathroom? Is that like, am I rude?
mean, sometimes, people come in and speak or something, I don't really speak first, but,
Is this an introvert thing?
I'm highly introverted, but I've had to learn how to speak more, especially since I want to be the lead affiliate of a group. So, But yeah, I've no problem, But I'm saying that I've never had any problems going in the bathroom and there's been a trans woman in there. Never. So I don't know. People have to get their stereotypical ways and stop. But yeah.
Let's put a poll in the chat because people love polls and I always forget to do them. So yeah, I'll drop one. Is it appropriate to greet folks in the bathroom? And let's see what the collective wisdom has to say on the matter. Because
it depends, though. I don't
varies.
think everybody.
Like for the most part, I just want to be left alone. So most people leave alone. But like when somebody will like be washing their face at the mirror or something, and they'll turn to me and they'll be like, "Oh, cute shoes" or something. Then I'll compliment them back or something.
I don't
Purple.
make a habit of doing it or something like that.
Purple thought the rules were no one talks to strangers in the bathroom except to ask if you have a spare tampon. Valid.
Yeah, I don't hardly speak to people, honestly, but if something intrigues me to say something to them, I'll just be nice to them. Like they're coming in, they're holding the door. Hey, how you doing? Whatever.
Do you remember Looney Tunes? And there was like, how you doing, Ralph? How you doing, Stan? Or whatever their names were. And they were That's what I'm picturing now. Coming in and out of the bathroom. Do I tip my hat? I don't
know. According to your thing, I would say
give them the nod.
There's a nod?
Cute
Guys
stuff.
do the nod. It's okay. So it's a running joke. Laser Bream. Oh shit! What's her? It doesn't matter. Laser Breams on Threads and TikTok. She came to my attention because she did like a conversation with her pre-transition self 4 years apart, and it was so touching, but it was so cool, but it was also like it was a thing. So she had a small freak out earlier this week. She was like, I hate it how when I pass people and they give me the dude nod, I still instinctively nod back. It's like outing myself, and I hate it. And so I replied that whenever someone gives me the nod, I make it a point to aggressively full palm jazz hands wave at them. But if someone waves at me preemptively, they get the finger guns.
Got it.
Yeah. So it's been on my mind because she followed me off of that reply, and I'm like, freaking Laser Breams is following me. And you can follow me too. That's on Threads, link at betterthanamber.com. All my links. Threads is fun because Threads gets an automatic copy of everything I post on Instagram. Plus, occasionally I actually say stuff too. Yeah.
I have never been in a bathroom with an attendant before. I assume that's a fancy Queen of England thing that I don't have in Corntown.
I've only been in
I've actually done that job
stupidly
before.
Fancy places.
Oh.
And
I was a bathroom attendant.
It varies.
Did it like on the weekend? Did on the weekends. I got crazy tips too.
Which is weird, right? Because like everybody feels compelled, like they have to tip. But at the same time, do you really want money from someone who has just used the bathroom?
I mean, they wash their hands and stuff before they give me my tip.
Hopefully.
Then I had like nice different scented lotions. So I would give them a nice scented lotions.
What kind of place do you go that has an attendant? I'm honestly just curious because there's just nowhere.
A lot of times it was downtown bar and they wanted to keep the bathroom clean.
Oh.
So like if somebody was using the bathroom, I could spray and stuff like that and wipe the counters down and things like that. But yeah.
Okay, the one time where this would be applicable to my mind would be if I'm going for high tea, and then in the washroom, there's, like, doilies being I don't know.
Yeah, but they're, like, the really nice bathrooms. Yeah, like, sometimes you get a bathroom, they have, like, a lounge in the first part, couches and stuff, and then you go further in, and that's where the stalls are.
Ooh, yeah, the ones with sitting
Yeah.
rooms, so you can
Yeah,
politely sit and wait for your
a
friend or
lot of
something.
them be bathrooms that I used to work. But yeah, I wanted a little side hustle on the weekends. I had them off, so I worked at the bar as a bathroom attendant.
I gotta
Well,
get
now,
out more, go to more washrooms apparently.
or that's just a thing that's lacking in Canada, and we now have a
That's
viable business model, is open a place fancy enough that it has washroom attendants.
that's true. That's true. We gotta work on that. Gotta work on
Yeah. Maybe. Do you think Canada would let me in if I have a business model? I'm like, I'm unemployed now, but I have a plan.
Ember, we'll just get married. It'll be fine.
Are we gonna
Well,
be a throuple? Cause I want to go too.
Well, I am polyamorous. I am down. I
Oh,
am down.
it's we can figure it out. We can actually my brother is married to a Canadian, and Canada still wouldn't let him in.
It's not a done
wow, that's
deal thing.
crazy.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
have other things as well. But hey, if I can help,
Yeah, it's well, we'll see. I don't know. I'm still kind of so Justin over at Yahooligan was just like, just get close to the border. Just get near the border. I'll handle the rest. Don't ask questions. I'm like, we could probably work at, I mean, I'm right next to the damn lake, so I need a boat or I have to go around.
okay, we're starting a new GoFundMe to get Ember a boat. Got it.
I imagine Canada has
goodness.
only spotless bathrooms. Not very true. I've stayed in Toronto for a couple years, a long time ago.
Oh boy. But if we did like have a big old polyamorous atheist community wedding,
Oh yes,
pumpkin
yes.
spice or no pumpkin spice?
Hmm.
Oh, I really have to read it. We didn't do transpositions this week, so my fucking nails, I've got purple left on this one and my thumb, and the other fingers are fucking, they're naked. Because normally when we're doing transpositions is when I do my nails. I'll do it during the debate show on Saturday because it's
Your
at
nails are
Marketplace.
Jezebels, Ember. Jezebels,
Yes.
because they're naked.
Only the pinky on this hand, like
Okay,
everything else.
your
Oh.
pinky is modest, but not the others.
You're supposed to wear gloves. You can't show your hands. How dare you?
Gasp! I must
I know.
clutch my pearl.
Are you poly too, Bree?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Ah, there we go. I got to get my pearls out. So I
Yes.
can,
Nobody wants me, so I am nothing.
yeah. Yeah, Pauline okay. So Polly is an interest. It's a way more interesting than this asshole AI video.
That's why we're demonic.
Right. I'm a
We
poly
are the
person by
Jezebels.
inclination, and I legit do not understand people who are what's the term for it? Monogamous, as I understand it. It's a very strange concept to me.
We'll take care
Because,
of you,
like,
Amber.
I don't see love as being a thing that can be reserved for just one person, right? Like you have multiple parents and you love them. If you have kids and you have multiple kids, like you don't have less love for one child because you have a second child or a third child or whatever. The heart just generates more love. The same thing with friends. Like I do get that there's only so many hours in a day and you can only spend that time with so many people at certain levels and so forth. But like the affection itself, I don't understand this idea that in this one specific category of relationship, it's not really love if you don't focus it on just one person. It just doesn't compute for me.
Yeah. I don't necessarily think that everybody could be poly though, because
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
some people
I
thrive in
get it, but
different
a lot of people
environments, I guess.
couldn't handle a poly relationship. I've talked to a number of friends who are monogamous trying to understand this. And I'm like, how the fuck does this work? And, some have done more self-exploration about this than others. And, a few have told me things like, well, I'm a jealous person. I'm very insecure. And if my partner were seeing someone else, I would never be happy. I'd be constantly miserable, assuming I'm not enough or they're going to leave me for them or whatever. And yeah, I recognize that's a me problem, but I cannot get past it. And so I insist my partner has to be with only me and it only seems fair that I reciprocate, you know? And I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want. So that's understandable. But if both consensual parties agree that that's something that they want to do, then that's fine. And that's what I have a problem with a lot of Christian people. And I'm like, but that's what that couple wants to do. So why are you judging them? If you and your relationship wants to be monogamous, then that's on you too. That's their bedroom, not yours. So
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Now, if we could get children to understand that's someone else's bedroom, not yours. Oh, goodness.
I believe I am AOAs in the gray spectrum. Not to say I haven't had relationships, but it's been a long time since I've dated. And I might be KOAs as well, meaning that it's from trauma that's causing me to feel this way. But that's a whole nother tangent that I will talk about later on in the topic, but that's not a relatable topic right now. But it's so funny, a lot of people, even though they want to be in monogamy relationships, one person is always cheating secretly, sadly.
I think different relationship styles work for different people, and I'm honestly just glad that I found that polyamorous works if you put the work in to make it work. Um, and a lot of that is doing work on yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah, because I've had situations where I've dated somebody, didn't really tell them, but I found out they were cheating on me. What did I do? I retaliated and cheated back on them. So what is that?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, people should do like with all other things in life. They should live in a way that makes them happy, that minimizes their suffering, and ideally increases their joys. And you know, no judgment from me if people want to love in a different way. I mean, you know, I'm most of these things in this flag. Absolutely, be who you are first and foremost.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's just I don't know. I've dated monogamous people, and sometimes, you know, I express my feelings, but if they're monogamous for whatever, you know, like, even if they can't articulate why, like I will be monogamous with them. The same way a bi person doesn't become straight when they date someone of the opposite gender. Like they're still
I'm glad
bi.
you said
That's
that.
part of the bi, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And I do consider myself a bi, you know, but you know,
And
and I
Pam.
really don't, I talk about it here because I feel open about it. But a lot of my family do not know that. A lot of people that I've dated, they're called them my friends because I didn't want my family to know.
So is that a sign of a demonic woman that we're
That I lied about my relationships. Yeah, I believe so.
I'm like, screw this modesty business. You know,
Let's
is
delve right
it
in.
multiple partners? Is it you talking about relationships publicly kind of thing? Like, oh my goodness.
I
We're
agree,
just
John. She's gorgeous and not old at all.
I think also that it's important to have conversations like that and talk about alternative relationships or whatever you would put categorically polyamory
Yeah,
in. And get it more out there so people are talking about it and maybe people will look into it and not make some of the big pitfalls that a lot of people make when they do come to polyamory.
It's one of the big reasons I've been trying unsuccessfully to get secular sexuality rebooted.
I would love that. That was a great show.
Mhm.
yeah.
The ACA won't do it because of the same reason they canceled the show in the first place, because they insist on having a giant crew of volunteers to run I mean, I produce this show just me, right? Like I'm pushing all the buttons behind the scenes, and it's, you don't have to have a crew to produce a show, but they insist on doing it that way, and they don't have the volunteers to do it. That's why they canceled secular sexuality in the first place.
That was a
Coincidentally,
good
right
show,
before
though.
It
the
was a
episode I
great
was
show.
supposed to appear on,
I like
but
that
I'm
show.
sure that's just a complete coincidence. But they won't bring it back for the same reason, but they also won't let it go so someone else can produce it.
Yeah, that was a great show.
So I don't know. Maybe the show will evolve into something like that over time because, being
B is
overtly
for that's
sexual but
orgies.
also non-sexual at the same time is kind of my thing.
I but I would love for there to be, like, another secular-based show where people are just talking about it so that it isn't, stigmatized or, like, topics like kink and stuff like that as well, I think would be an important topic to touch on as well.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe you can come. I am working on a small Michigan atheist type of retreat, and I will have kink as one of the workshops there.
Okay,
But yeah, it'll be next year sometime. A small, probably the weekend or something.
that works for me. Oh, Kelly just
Somebody's trying to call me. No, I
oh,
have to. Okay, I have to get out.
I was like, banished to the void. Yeah, Muttley suggests maybe do it under a different name. That's crossed my mind too. The main reason I wanted to keep the original name was because of the continuity going back to Dr. Darrell, although maybe that's not necessary. A lot of people don't know who Dr. Darrell is anymore because he's been just in the FFRF space or the RFR space for so long. But also some people are not fans of Dr. Darrell for various reasons. I don't know. I don't want to speak for them and what their experience is, but I've heard things. So I don't know. Maybe it would be better to have like an entirely different thing.
yeah. I think so, and I think, community-wise, you've definitely got the people to put together to do it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a small thing. Probably Michigan. If you wanna come and you're out of town, it's more than welcome. But it's not gonna be. I don't want to have a big thing. I'm thinking of I'm part of UAW, and they have something called Black Lake. It's a couple hours away, and it has the camps and
Oh,
canoeing and things like that. I might do that because I think I get a discount on the rooms and stuff.
okay.
So I might have it there, but it'll be like a weekend thing, and we can just
Oh,
have some fun.
yeah.
Check.
And if you want to have a big thing and have some fun, head over to headofleave.com.
Now, Michigan, it's a small adult. It's called Nice and Naughty. So that
Nice
is in
and
New Jersey.
naughty.
Yeah,
Okay,
they have a couple of stores in Michigan, and that's a small adult place. I
okay.
have got some things there, and also won a raffle. Well, I won a nice toy,
That's awesome.
Blue Dream, as they call it. But yeah, so that's
I mean, I'm in Michigan a lot, so
yes,
it's doable.
yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah, I want
border
you to come
crosser
up.
and such. Okay.
I know.
Before we end, because we are starting to run out of hour here,
Yes.
I want to check back with the poll. We've gotten some votes. And so is it appropriate to greet folks in the bathroom? 24%, about a quarter, said of course. 29% said cute scarf, which is to say it's
That's
my
what I said.
way of saying it's fine to compliment people, but like
Okay.
don't engage kind of thing.
Yeah.
Greet, I like greet, but not greet. Like, hi, how are you? How's your day going? Like, ma'am, I just want to pee.
If we have to sync, it's one thing.
47% said that's weird.
If
What
we
was the
have to
percentage
sync,
of weird? Sorry.
47. So no clear majority. The of course or cute scarf together are more than 50%, but it's very, very close to 50-50
I will
overall.
cute scarf somebody though, definitely.
if
Mhm.
we're at the sink washing their hands is one thing, but don't talk to me when I'm trying to pee. That's weird. That part is weird. But if we're at the sink and you say hi to me, that's different.
Well, it does vary on context too, though, right? Like there's times when I'll go in like literally actually powdering my nose because like my makeup is off and I'm like this is because like I have lights on my makeup table, but it's not the same as direct sunlight. It's not the same as the fluorescent lights you might get in a Walmart or something, and sometimes it doesn't look right when I'm away from my makeup table. And so I'll go in and I'm like I just need to like powder over everything, just wipe it out. and sometimes a person will be like, hey, try my contour stick, like right here, and then just rub it in and boom, like, holy
Oh,
shit,
that's
your
cool.
cheekbones are exploding.
'Cause I
So
know the
little
other,
random tips can sometimes be nice
because I know the other
or
day I was at
more
work.
awkward,
Oh, I'm cutting
depending.
off. I know the other day I was in the bathroom and so I was using it. So my coworker was like, "Kelly, is that you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I ain't seen you in a long time. How you know?" We was in the stall. She sure spoke to me.
Oh my. Ooh, what about phone calls in the bathroom? Have you ever had that
Oh,
where,
I
like,
hate that. And they be in the but sometimes the conversations be a little juicy though. And I be wanting to stay in the stall to hear what they're talking about.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
girl, he
was
was
in
with
a
another woman. I'm like, oh, you stay in this stall a little longer to finish hear the rest of their conversation. I wish I could hear the other person.
yeah, well,
Like
sometimes
just
they're on
being a fly
speakerphone.
on the wall. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to hear that
Mhm.
conversation.
Yeah, I was in a truck stop bathroom a few months ago before I lost my job. Um, my brain wants to side tangent into the whole thing about losing my job. Not the story. Focus, Ember. Lady comes in having a speakerphone conversation with her daughter, and they're talking about her daughter's boyfriend very loudly. And she goes into one of the stalls, and you hear her making bathroom noises, and her daughter goes, "Mom, are you on the fucking toilet?" And then the lady in the next stall answered her, and she was like, "Mom, you're on speakerphone in the toilet."
I can't talk to nobody in the stall though. I just can't do that.
No. No.
I will call you when I get finished.
Mm-mm. Mhm. 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 Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. Not.
Clump, clump, clump.
Oh, goodness. And then the hand dryer goes off and nobody can hear anything. It's just, what are we doing,
Nope,
folks?
nope,
Oh
nope,
no.
nope, nope. I don't do that. I will call you back when I get finished.
Yep. Nope.
This has been an amazing episode.
It has.
Always wonderful having you around you, Jess.
I had a
Yeah.
fantastic time both today and on our RFRX chat. That
Yes.
was
Hopefully
great.
we can do something again. Me and
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, it's good
Maybe
to,
we
I mean,
can
we
do
didn't get very far in the video. We only got like one sign of a demonic woman. So we're bad at our jobs on that count.
No, we
But
are
That's what
not,
makes us
Ember. Ember.
demonic.
We decided
Duh.
and learned that we were fully demonic on
From
one.
that
So we're
one.
really winning. We're
it's
winning.
all we needed. Yeah. So let me know in the comments after the fact, like the actual comments, not the live chat, if you want us to come back to this in a future episode, because there's a lot of video left, and I'm kind of curious what the other either 6 or 10 signs, depending on what the fuck is going on, what they may be. So if you want us to return to this later, let me know.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. But we
If
just
not, no
started talking
worries.
about a whole bunch of different
Plenty
stuff
of other
that
hot
are
topics to
interesting.
talk about. But yeah, thank you for coming, Kelly. Thank you for joining us earlier, Lil, and thank you for joining us, Jess. Yay.
Thank you for having me. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's introducing people to other people who may not know the people is one of my favorite things about the YouTube. I mean, I'm all about community. That's the main thing I'm here for in the first place. But yeah, bringing
Well, I
people
knew
to-
that Jess knowing Steve would be why she would be wonderful.
Oh
Who
yeah,
about
Steve
Steve
from
now?
RFR?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know from Sunday Assembly
Oh yeah,
as
Sunday
well too.
Assembly.
Yeah, as well
I
too.
have
But
been
yeah,
to Sunday Assembly actually.
you have, yeah.
I
That's where I know him
have.
from.
And I brought my daughter, so that could happen again.
Yeah, he was one of the first atheists that I met, besides Mandisa and Back Nine Believer group. But yeah, so I've known him for a minute. So
Yeah.
you came recommendations from him, so I knew it would be pretty cool.
Well, I will have to thank Steve personally for that then because this is fantastic.
Yes.
Yay. Yay. And thanks you all in the chat for joining us as well. Again, seeing you all, interacting with you all, getting answers to questions and different ideas and things. That's why we do lives instead of pre-recording, where we can edit things like me going live with my mic not working. Like we could edit that out if we did a recorded version. So it's fun that
That's
way.
the fun of it, though. the little mistakes and stuff like that.
Live broadcasting, it keeps it interesting. We didn't have any super chats today, but I want to say thanks to the people who are supporting the channel. And that includes 2 new members today. Secular Feelinist joined at the match level, and Kelly King became a Spark. So welcome to Emberships, folks. And I still have in my thing that Jason Freer joined as a Spark as well. But
we'll see what
that
this foolery is gonna tell me being a member. It's foolery going on this membership thing.
Yeah, Emberships are good for everyone, especially Embers.
True.
But also, the top level membership, Cinders, one of their perks is they get a special shout out at the end of the videos. This last month we got a whole bunch of them, possibly because certain people may have stopped by my birthday stream and dropped a whole bunch of gift memberships, but still, bunch of Cinders. So I want to say thank you to the top level members and the supporters on Patreon. And so I made a little video thing, and
I guess Secular Feminist sent a $2 super chat.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Fantastic. Thank you, Secular. Yeah.
You're just doing so much.
I know. I'm
we
doing
got some people.
Oh my goodness, what is going on?
What's going on? We just getting thank you,
We're getting busy at the end of the show here.
Oh my
Secular Fellow
goodness.
just sent
I know. I
$2.
don't even know what
Thank
to
you so
say about
much.
all
It says,
this.
thanks for the show. And Lil of All Trades gifted 5 Emberships at the Spark level. And those went to, I got to open this window so I can see and change chat modes. Okay, those went to Drusilla, Rippity, Ocean Helios, Uncle Fox, and Hellbound Hillbilly. Fantastic. Thank you, Lil. And you folks enjoy all your fun custom emojis. And hopefully join us for the member stream next Wednesday, probably. I think it's on, I don't know. I'm doing a lot. So make sure you're subscribed.
What time is that gonna be?
Hit the bell rung so you can, follow all the fun and adventures. But otherwise, we will see you fine folks tomorrow. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you being here. It's been fun. And as always, remember, you don't have to decide whether you are secretly a demonic woman, because you are better than religion. Toodles. Thanks to the top level members and Patreon supporters for August: Miranda, Karen Butcher, Jessica the Transmetal Alchemist, Robin Webster, Maya Adkisson, Jimmy Tux, Ian Chen, Kalasia, The Barely Bearable Atheist, Eric Wander, Jason Jacoby, The Mighty Filbert, Hunter Biden's Laptops, Larkwright, Greg S., Neurogeezer, Mage Greywolf, Faran Salas, Poor Claire, BTF Wayne, Cosmic Kyle, Bomb Poppy, RDZ, Billy Bongsalot, Marty Cameo, My Unfinished Sock, Austin Sims, Tinker Phil, Anarchic Fox, Sabrina Page, Leslie Hutchings, Gazela Mail, Evil Toe, Right-Handed Sith, Luke, D. Murphy, Jesse, Uncle Charlie, Ryan Cultastic, Kurisu Yamato, Scott Duke, Michael Bell, Sumami, Citizen 9, S. Cook, James Nordoff, Hecklek, Velvet, KCA Randy, B.S. Lewis, Tori Swansiger, Whimsy, Kristen Slays, Godless Engineer, Fern Lovebond, Hillhugger, Karen Butcher, Milwaukee Atheists, Booba Sweat, Maya Adkisson, My Unfinished Studio, Ian Chen Official, Introvert Ancom, Tilting Windmill, Christopher Tablante, Robin Webster, Proby666, Jason T, Action Squad, Robert Madewell, Doc Don Hogg, Jester, Sydney Raptor, Stardust Lilith, Jessica the Transmetal Alchemist, Jake, insert clever dapper inside joke here, Nelson, Supercritical Snake, Eli Slack, Geo Sam, Kalasia789, L Trucker, You Are Victoria, Polly Has His Cracker, Roman Weber, Leo Filius, Nikki Pare, Jasper, Yahooligan, and Pinworm. Thank you all so much. I feel energized and grateful that you're part of this community. Thank you.
When I Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now.